be live streaming now. Yeah, Baldwin, Wisconsin. Good to go now. Hopefully. Southwest. Oh, now it's playing the. Okay. Well, let's see. Should be good now, hopefully. But there we go. Is this even Minnesota? Well, we are not in Minnesota right now. Let's go do this right here. So I am trying to set up everything right now. Well, there's Duluth. Okay. So we're right around right here. We'll do that. Oh, that's not good. Perfect. Okay, so we are currently traveling from St. Cloud here. Minnesota. Just trying to figure out what the heck is going on here in terms of our stream audio. Let me mute that. There we go. Okay. But, oh my gosh. You can hear it like. Okay, so it should be good now. I think we're ready here. Oh wow. Okay. I think exposure is on. You can hear it like the fan going on, but okay. Oh my goodness, that sun. Storm cam, we're gonna do properties here. Configure. Hopefully it's on. Oh, it is on that. Ah! Oh my gosh! Just blinded you guys. Oh gosh. Wait. There we go. That's a lot better. Okay. I think we're good on that part. Control, yes. Perfect. Alright. So everything's going well. So we are officially heading for school. Where am I? There we go. Okay, so it is updated. That's great. That sun is deadly. Yeah, this is kind of just a test live stream to see things are doing. The camera is like, so I'm using my webcam because it's just, I wasn't able to get my camera to work, the one that I bought for like $50. This one's $20, but I think it still gives you a good general idea of everything. So hopefully it's good on your guys' side. I do have my little charger. Oh gosh, that's it. Does everything, so, but for right now, that sun is just deadly, which is honestly nice to have some sunshine right now, but it's just, oh gosh, it's good right now. There you go, perfect. Yeah, so the exposure should be. So I'm auto-selecting the exposure, which honestly shouldn't be much of an issue. I should only have to like auto-select it if I'm like, if it's super dark out, like if we're near a storm or anything, but yeah. So just trying to test some things out here. That's pretty much it. Like it took me quite a bit to get that Storm Chasers live stream to get up, but, or the, it's called Storm Audio because I just need it. I need a different name for it in OBS, so I named it Storm Audio. But and then the live chat, I'll have to figure out how to get that up. But I'll actually stop probably. Might stop at 8W or something. Just to see if we can get that going and try to get my other stuff. But there's a lot of things I had to do with the camera to make it a little less shaky. I know it might still be a little more shaky, but I think once we get on the freeway, it should be better. If we're on a dirt road, I might honestly just get a stabilizer for it, but this is kind of just to see if the audio is working, if my hotspot will do stuff like that. So we'll stop. No, never mind. It's not weird. Because there's no one in the parking lot, and that would be kind of weird. No, don't trust me. I'm not parked that close to the car. So. Once we got on the freeway, so we're not like, because the sun is directly to our east here and we're traveling south, so it's just a little damaging to the eye, I guess you could say. Oh my gosh, yeah, it does get a little bit. So hopefully I'll get the live stream. That looks even worse. Oh my gosh. There we go. Alright. Should be good. But yeah, there is. Gosh. Top turn right here. stop in Hamilton. Those guys are houses. Oh, you might just forget to turn on. I am going to adjust the exposure. Because that is just... sucks that I have to auto exposure, but oh my gosh. But everything should be good now. And there are some other things that I have to do, so this is not auto exposure. Auto-refresh. So the thing is, I am using this where it just should be auto-refreshing. I don't know if that's because it just does it every minute or so, but yeah, this is just a test live stream, so it's nothing huge, but I hope that it's just auto. Because this is just a test to see kind of if everything works and stuff. I don't know if it's the computer bouncing or my webcam bouncing. I think it's just my computer, because I do need to adjust that too. But yeah, everything should be going well. Yeah, doing pretty well. I mean, I love freeways because it's really smooth and I don't have to shaking too much. I know it probably is shaking. Yeah, if there's anyone chatting right now, I can't really see because I think in Roberts we'll probably like stop off the exit ramp and just see if I can get that chat thing going then. Apart from that, I mean, the stream is doing pretty well. The one thing that I have to work on is just getting that auto refresh thing going, so I don't have to manually press the auto refresh. That sucks. And then also, like, because if I like do this, for example, never mind. Oh, now we're in Roberts. Good. I can't censor out like the license plates, so yeah. And hopefully you guys can hear me. I think we do have the Storm Chaser audio thing on, but apart from that, there is a pretty big winter storm in the northeast right now. It's what we call bomb cyclone. Cyclone? Like, wait, cyclone? There is, cyclone. So, there's that going on in the northeast right now, not the southeast. Near, like, New York City, like, they're expecting to see, like, 1 to 2 feet of snow. I think they've already saw quite a bit of snow. Like, there's some people talking about, like, snow rates up to, like, 3 inches per hour, which is just crazy. But, yeah, this is pretty much the setup. It is, sorry if the feed is a little bouncy. I'm trying to get everything. It says I'm going northwest. Oh, that's true, actually. And then my live GPS I'll try to get done pretty soon. like try to get that working. A lot of people drive fast in the morning. That's one thing I've noticed. There's a lot of people drive fast. And then yeah, so the live GPS or the GPS should make it so you guys can see like on Radar Omega where I am, and then where I am, of course, which would be pretty cool. So that should be nice, but hopefully the microphone volume, I think it might be a little loud right now, but I would rather have it loud than quiet, to be honest, but going to work. We are definitely in Providence now, so. But I think once we get out to like, because storm chasing, we're not going to be on the interstate a lot. I mean, we are like leading up to the chase, but I most likely won't have you guys watch through that all the time, but. This is a particularly bad like stretch of road here. So I think it's just my might just be my camera. Oh no, yeah, it is my camera. Exposure, yeah, I have to auto like adjust the exposure. So actually, but yeah, we're just going back to St. Cloud State here. So it's a good time to just get the, trying to figure out everything and stuff. The auto explode, I mean I don't know if I'm turning, oh my gosh. I don't know if the exposure, should we stay in the street? I feel like there's a car there. It was super busy. Like, it was 10 p.m. and it felt like it was like probably midday on like a weekday. So probably like, it felt like it was like 12 p.m. or something. So, I mean, that was pretty cool. But I'm hoping to, because whenever I live stream from OBS, the thumbnail is extremely weird. So I might have to adjust that. Oh, yeah, the same idea. And now I'm just going to stroll up the hill because this car is like 270,000 miles. I almost said 370,000. But if you're wondering, the camera does make for like a really bad like FOV. So even though it's not too bad right now, it just makes it look like I'm like extremely close to the car. Like right now, well, actually never mind. It's not too bad. I think the main problem is just once we get to like storm chasing, it should be a lot better. The exposure, like I have it auto selected on, or manually selected on probably one of the lowest ones. I think I could probably go down a notch again. Maybe I'll actually do that. I shouldn't really have to do this, but exposure can go. So, oh my gosh, the thing is like the camera was making it look like I was just crossing like 5 lanes of traffic. I think we're good. I think my phone is also charging too. This road is so bouncy, it's just offsetting my camera. But don't worry guys, don't get sick from this. Holy crap. It is updating. Okay, it is auto updating. That's great. So I think it's just because like it updates every minute or so. So it is, because we're in Hudson right now. This ain't Roberts. So yeah. So I don't have to worry about that. That's good. So yeah, this stretch of road is just horrible. But at least I'm giving you guys like a live feed, like when it comes to oh my gosh, yeah, you can see how that is. But when it comes to like actually giving you guys like a live POV, it's not terrible, but it is really bumpy. Like really like perfectly fine. So once we get into Minnesota on our storm chases, it should be good. I mean, not every road is that bumpy. It's just that particular stretch, which is just absolutely brutal. But usually, like, I've done this before where I've traveled around this time, and usually the roads aren't too bad. So that's good at least. And I think we just have YouTube short to do later today. So West Lake. It's not auto adjusting. So if you look right there, like it is not auto adjusting my Minnesota. So we are West Lakeland, wherever. Like we could be in Florida right now. You know, I think there has to be a West Lakeland, or maybe Wisconsin too. They have a lot of lakes, so it might be there as well. I think we're just going to chill behind this map right here. But once we get to like a shorter name, it should be a little better. And then the GPS, I've tried to get it to work, but I don't know. It's having a little bit of a struggle, you know. I'd love to have that for you guys where you can see my live location, but there's nothing going on right now anyway, so I have plenty of time to just try to auto-adjust it and stuff. But at least, my main thing was trying to get some sort of live feed, which I think we've gotten. It is going to be a little tricky when we're pointing towards the sun, I feel like, where I'll have to auto-adjust this exposure. But when we're stopped in like storm chases and stuff, like when we're stopped looking at a storm, it should be a lot easier to adjust the auto exposure. So that should be plenty. That shouldn't be too hard at all. Apart from that, the video feed is not too shaky. I think those 2 rolls a quarter has definitely helped quite a bit. But every license plate in front of me is Wisconsin right now. So that just shows you how like St. Croix County has just, if you work in the Twin Cities, you're probably living in St. Croix County. So yeah. So that's kind of cool. We are going west right now. It is 5 degrees right now. We're in West Lakeland still. But everything else, you know, I'm gonna maybe try to get some, I don't know. We'll probably worry about the live chat maybe on the way back, because I am probably gonna do another live stream on Friday. So it does sound like I'm talking to a brick wall right now because the live chat just glitched out. So yeah, shouldn't be too hard. So it's not too like clumsy. So that's good at least. Well, we should be getting onto I-35 pretty soon here. But apart from that, the live stream is actually going pretty well, I feel like. I don't know what else to talk about. We could talk about the fluctuating temperatures this week. I guess that's kind of cool. You know? That's relative. I don't know what the heck is going on. Oh, that's what's going on. I was like, we got 50 billion people trying to merge. Just 2 cars trying to merge now. Is that Minnesota license plate? Gosh. Minnesota has so many license plates. Let's talk about that. Oh, we're Woodbury, Minnesota. Okay, so it is kind of, it is working. So, this is in fact, I don't know why I said West Lake. I feel like that's a little wrong because you're on the east side of the Twin Cities, but. Sketchy there. I just want to get in front of the semi because usually they go like 25 miles per hour on the entrance ramp. Or is it the entrance ramp? I think it is the entrance ramp. I don't know. Sometimes we get like really like mixed up. Oh no! Don't tell me that this is. Please tell me it's not gonna be busy today. The one day that and then he just. At least we're not on like. At least we're not going 494 because I think 494 is always busy. Speed is 55. What? That's crazy. Yeah, you're probably wondering the FOV is like really weird. I can't really adjust it. Hey, at least I got the live stream and my dash cam just in case we get in an accident. So, that's kind of cool, I guess. But, apart from that, I think I should be able to, like, look at, like, my radar and stuff. Also doing, but usually what happens is I have a target location. I stay relatively close to it. I stay relatively close to my target location, probably within like 50 miles. And then of course I go home. So that's kind of cool. But it looks like everything's auto adjusting pretty well here. I'm going to turn on the temperature so it's actually not too low. The one thing I don't like about this car that I just found out is I did drive from 9 to 11 on Friday, I believe. The one thing that I don't really like is there's so much of a difference between low, like the temperature of my car, the AC. The temperature between low and 65 is like, it's like Arctic air, like Antarctic air. And then you have like here, like 0 degrees. So you have -60 and 0 degrees. That's what it feels like. Between like the difference between low and 65 degrees in my car. Which I just need it so I can stay awake, because apparently colder temperatures make you stay awake, because if you have warmer temperatures in your car, it makes you feel groggy, which I kind of understand that. That makes sense. So, but I don't know. But this car as well, it's just the AC is quite interesting in that sense. Okay, yeah. See, like I have to turn it up to 65 now because it's 65 and then low. So, and now we're going 70. Is it? At least we're not going like 80 on this road, like there's another one. Probably gonna stay behind this Honda Pilot right here. No. Oh, it's about to get messy here. That was a good choice. Halfway through switching lanes there, it just backs up. And now we're back to like 60. So I think it's a little bit of a busier day today. But I think because I've done this probably 2 or 3 times where I've traveled early in the morning. But I think I got a little too late. Like I was trying to set up everything. And I was looking at my desktop audio instead of my actual like stored audio, so it seemed like my audio wasn't actually going through, or my microphone's audio wasn't going through, which that kind of confused me. So I was like trying to set that up and stuff, but it was actually just me being a no dumb. So I don't know. So hopefully you guys can hear this pretty well. I had it like turn it up like 300 megabytes, or what's it called? It's like MB, but it's okay, thanks for making it look slow. Thanks. Now this Suburban is gonna whoop right past us, yeah. But really, this road is relatively nice to drive on, so it's kind of nice. But I don't know. So, but I guess we could talk about what's going on, like, you know, the Northeast. Oakdale, so like most, like I made it so the, what am I trying to say? I made it so the city names are like the longest, kind of. So some excessively long names, like Forest City, Minnesota, that one might not be like overly cut in. I try to make it so it's automatically, like, it sizes down the font whenever it doesn't fit in within the same thing. That didn't work apparently, because when we drove through like Lakeland, Minnesota, it didn't work. But apparently Oakdale, Minnesota is shorter than Lakeland, Minnesota. Or maybe it was another word. I think it might have been another word mixed in there. But yeah, we're just gonna travel like 5 over. You know, that's what I usually do. Because if a cop pulls me over for going 5 over, like, come on. Might as well pull over like a toddler and like a, what were those red cars called? Like the red and yellow cars. Is there someone trying to merge right now from Stillwater? Oh yeah, I see. Right, my blind spot too. So, anyways, I was like trying to get over, but I don't want to get over, and then he goes faster than me. And then just, you know, it's just a whole kerfuffle, because now everyone's going to the red side way. Like, I don't want that to happen, so, hopefully the start, okay, I can't get over for you. Sorry. If I was a semi-driver, I would have just, you know, parked on the exit ramp over here, you know. But, no, I think exposure might be a little bit of a problem with this car. Everything else, though, like, it's pretty good quality, I guess. It's a little busy. I don't think it's actually busier than it usually is, so, which is pretty good. But anyways, we can talk about what's going on, like, the Northeast. So basically, it's like a historic wait, is it Northeaster or Northeaster? I think it's just Northeaster. And then they also are facing like a bomb cyclone, which is basically when a low pressure center or a mid-latitude cyclone intensifies rapidly over like a span of maybe 20, I thought it was like 24 hours. But you see here, Pine Springs, Minnesota, then cuts out. So I'll have to get that fixed out. I mean, this is literally the main point of the recording, or just test live streaming, is to see if everything works and stuff, and clearly doesn't. I wish that you could make it so it only has the MN, like the MN or WI for Wisconsin. I wish it had that option. I'm using real time in real life. Is it called? Yeah, real time in real life. So it is leaking my information to like millions of people, but hey, it's a good thing. It's a good source, I guess, because usually these are hard to come find, and I am not going to be typing in every single city I come to, like, because I didn't know that this was Pine Springs. Like, I thought this was still the Twin Cities, you know. I would probably just name Twin Cities or like Twin Cities Metropolitan Area or something, because I'm just too lazy to name it. Like, I don't even know half of these. Like, I know Woodbury, I know St. Paul, I know Minneapolis, I know Chanhassen, Oakdale now. Oakdale, that's so nice to say. Oakdale. But Sorry guys, I'm not able to get that. Oh, maybe I was. Oh, here we go. What is this? Shop. Oh, here we go. Okay, it should be uploading now. Is it gonna upload? Hey, okay. I don't know why, but it's not. Not take a run. Damn. Okay. It's like a little pissed. Shall we? There we go. No, stop. Oh my gosh. Auto driving, trying to set up a White Bear Lake. Okay, I do know White Bear Lake. Oh, don't tell me it's. What is it? It might just be this. I don't care. White Bear Lake, you know. Don't you know? Well, luckily we're going a little slow, so I can actually like. No one's chat. No, I'm by myself. Because I don't think anyone wants to listen to me ramble at, what time is it? 8:30? So. Who wants to show me on this? Because it is a little busy here. I don't remember it being this busy. You just see the sun. I think that's the problem. Is that the sun is like reflecting off this big white semi. Like there's four white cars in a row here. Holy crap. So it's like reflecting off the sun, so it's making it look a little excessive. Because I think you'll see a red Toyota or something, right? So the exposure is something that I still have to get over, but I don't know. There's like 50 million cars. Streaming is I can't listen to my jams, so that kind of sucks. But this is the lowest exposure. Little Canada. Okay, I have heard of Little Canada. How we doing? Perfect. So yeah, I wish they had like the acronyms for the states instead of the actual like full name of it. That'd be awesome, honestly. I don't know. The one good thing that I love is I don't really need my phone. The only thing I need my phone for is really just the hotspot, and then also just is it like no, it's actually nice because one thing I didn't notice was the AC is like pointing, like it's literally blowing on the camera. is 6 degrees now. Alright, that's good. Yeah, we're storm chasing, guys. But yeah, this camera, so I tried emailing them, they didn't reply back, and then I completely, because I had AI write the whole thing, like the whole email. I had AI write the whole email because I spent my whole Saturday home, like, just trying to figure it out. Because the reason why I went home this weekend was to see if I could get that set up. And nope, it didn't. Like, I asked AI so much. I probably used like 50 gallons of water just trying to fix this damn camera. Not this camera. This camera I use for like my actual videos and stuff, which is super weird. I'm using it for it, but or using it for live streaming. Because this is probably how it's gonna have to go. The one thing that I don't like about this is that the exposure, like this is a highest exposure level, so, or this is like the lowest, how do you even say it, like lowest setting where it makes it look darker. But I think it's because that sun is like at a direct angle, so anything that can reflect the sun is just terrible right now. So, yeah. And I think if I put like auto exposure, it's just gonna freak out. That's what it did one time. But yeah, I don't know. It sounds like the mic audio is like right below red, so that's pretty good, I guess. So it might sound like the mic just sucks, but it's actually in my cup holder right now, so it kind of just makes it better. But hopefully this goes well. I mean, right now it is, so I'm happy about that. Hopefully a live chat is working. And then I think with like auto streaming through OBS, I believe that OBS will like try to automatically try to get it back. So yeah, but there's some really like long games in the Twin Cities that is just gonna throw off my OBS stuff. But yeah, this was kind of like the only really big opportunity that I could try to fix. That I could try to like set this up, because next weekend we're even trying to get like a stream going. So did I go home for nothing? Not really. Honestly, I had a really fun time at home. So it's super nice to go home, but it's not really like another time I'm gonna be doing this. And you can just see the background. Holy crap! See what I'm talking about? Like, it's always going from the eastbound lanes that are always backed up around the side, and then the westbound lanes are just perfectly fine. We did have a little bit of a backup back there, and nothing too bad. So, I'm not expecting anyone to view this. This is just for my own benefit, trying to go back and like watch this and stuff. I wish the thumbnail wasn't like my actual like thing, so we'll probably have to fix that too. So that will be another thing that I focus on when I come back. Then also, I don't know where my extension cord for my computer went, like where I plug in like my Type A stuff. I don't know where that went. So Arden Hills, Minnesota. Okay. So yeah, shout out to Radar Omega, I guess, because the GPS doesn't work for some reason. Like, it works with my computer, but for some reason on Radar Omega it just doesn't work. So that kind of stinks, but I've always wanted to do this where I live stream my storm chases. So this is super nice. might be a little more. Because, like, if it updates and I'm on, like, a city border, you know, that kind of stinks. But, you know, for a first, you know, test stream, like, everything's running well, except for my small brain, which thought that my desktop audio was my mic. I was wondering, because I was looking at my desktop audio, and it's, like, not responding, you know, so, yeah. Welcome to the Twin Cities, I guess. Yeah, friendly, like, I'm hoping that, like, whenever I start Chase this year, it's, like, not in a bunch of, like, small, or it's not in, like, the towns with the longest names in the world. Because that would be funny if I was in, like a really big, like, if it had a really big name where it would not even show completely. Like, that would be so funny. But I just wish it did it, like, what I have for, like, my target location, where it's an acronym for it instead of the actual, like, so, and then usually when I'm, like, driving to a storm, like, when I'm driving to a target location, unless, like, storms initiate, like, oh gosh, what am I trying to say? Basically, I won't really start the live stream until I'm actually, like, there, I guess, or kind of to my target location. So, like, I won't start my live stream when I'm at home and I still have, like, a 2-hour drive. I won't do that. I won't do that to you guys, because then that's kind of, it's not clickbait, but it's just, I have to ramble on for, like, a while, which, I don't know, because I want to save my voice for the action and stuff. But I think the shaking, there are some, like, divots here. Like this one, that might make the audio a little shaky. I just can't wait for the speed limit to turn 70. Hey, for a first live stream, yeah, that's not too bad. So, it's gonna be a pain trying. I can't tell if it's, like, backed up or everyone's just driving slow. I think everyone's just driving slow. Because it's, like, 60 miles per hour from here. So, but, yeah, even when I'm, like, talking like this, like, it's just really, really loud. I think that's one of the things I'll probably have to focus on, is just trying to get the storm audio, which is funny to say. So it's actual, like, it's not, like, too loud and it's not too quiet, I guess. At least it's not, like, because I tested it before I started the stream, and I just probably blasted some people's eardrums because I turned it up to the max, and the whole thing turned red, which I think means that you just, like, turned a bunch of ears to jello. So that's probably what I did there. This truck is just hauling. Holy smokes. But, yeah, and I don't want to stay in front of this truck for long. I also can't go in the right lane because there's people merging. And I don't want to go to the left lane because then someone's going to, like, you know what. So it's kind of just, you know, I'm going to get peppered by a bunch of. Oh yeah, that really helped, yeah. Okay. Hopefully that helped you guys with the feed and stuff, but no, the auto exposure, I'm not entirely sure. It's very sunny today. But I think once we're, like, because when we're actually storm chasing, you know, it's not like we're going to be on a completely sunny day unless I miscalculate something completely. Then yeah, but there's also, like, when I'm storm chasing, so there's a bunch of emergency equipment in the back of my car. I won't be traveling from, you school and stuff. But if I had to bet, the first storm chase, if I had to predict like the exact date, I'm gonna say April 15th. April 15th. I'm gonna bet it's gonna be our first like actual like storm day that's worth chasing. April 15th. I feel like April 15th like rings a bell. I feel like something drastically happened on April 15th. Yeah, I don't know. Should I take a gamble? I don't know if I should take a gamble. Because yeah, because now the truck is going to pass. Oh my gosh, no autopilot. Yeah, I'm just getting kicked up with a bunch of levels. Look at me. Like, see, like, I don't know if you guys can hear it. Let's do this. I'm just going to follow these things. Even though it's probably a lot worse, but, like, I cannot get like that. It's just kicking up so much dirt. It's crazy. Are we at 70 miles per hour yet? He's just kicking up so much. Oh my gosh. Wait, that's why I had to wash my windows. It's really loud. And it is officially 7 degrees. So not only are we getting farther away from home, but we're technically increasing in temperature. Like in Baldwin, it'd be a lot warmer, but yeah. Maybe I'll turn on the auto exposure to see how well it's working. There's a Honda Pilot. That dump truck there. Oh, I could do it. So I did turn on auto exposure, so maybe that will. Maybe that will do something. Maybe that will help with it. Maybe I can just turn it on. I feel like when it does auto exposure, it just lags. Like, see, it's going down to -7. Oh my fuck. Wait. There we go. I turn it off and you guys get instantly blinded. At least it's like the daytime, so it's not like anyone's watching this like at like 10 p.m. or something like that. Unless you're on the other side of the world. It's just complete white. That's funny. Oh, this is my favorite interchange of the car ride. Because you have people coming from the left and you have to merge in the same lane. Like, you don't have any time to. It's so fun. You know? So hopefully this truck in front. Okay, yeah. Like, look at this. So we got one lane from the left, one lane from the right. Look at this. We just merge into one lane. And then this lane is like 2 lanes long, or 2 lanes wide. It's kind of funny. I don't know. That's why I find it super. You know, like, that must be so fun, like, during, like, backups and stuff. Or, you know what I'm saying, like, traffic backups. I'm gonna turn on my brightness so it's nice. Sure. pot actually is pretty cool. Yeah, the one thing I don't like about this is just I can't listen to my games, so whatever. And then yeah, I wish that you could get the acronym for the states instead of the actual full name, because right now it'd say Maple Grove MN, which would be nice. So maybe I'll try to like figure that out today, because I literally don't have much to do. I do have my midterm this Thursday, and then I'm heading back Monday morning, so that's when the next stream will be. But apart from that, should be fine. But I'm trying to, the next time we're going to be home, I won't be able to, because I feel like the people, the next email that I'm going to get is like, oh, your camera is not compatible with Windows 11, which doesn't make a lot of sense because AI told me that it was. So, but no, it's just crazy. Like, I spent the whole weekend trying to figure that out. So, I don't know. I gotta find that funny. So. Yeah, is it 70 yet? I feel like it turned 70 not too long ago. Oh my gosh. I think it is 70. Not entirely sure. I think the problem is, like, with all the white stuff too, like the clouds up there, that might be also an issue. What is 70? Okay. I don't know if it just turned 70 or what, but here we go. And we are officially, so my Cali converter, basically, it needs replacing. And one of the symptoms that you can figure out is a lack in gas mileage. Well, guess what? I started with 19.7 miles to the gallon on average when I started this, and now I'm all the way up to 19.9, and it hasn't been an hour. Or it's technically been a little bit over an hour, but still, that's pretty good. You know what? I could blame the video quality, because everything else looks nice, but the video quality I could probably blame on reception, because I'm going to be in a bunch of storms, which usually my hotspot does a wonderful job of just keeping it intact, because I need my hotspot for like my computer and stuff for like later. Oh my god, where are we going? So used to going 65 now. Here we go, let's go 75. This is fun. I don't set on cruise control either, so. Sounds like my engine's struggling with the RPMs are basically the same. few tests out of the way, try to see if everything works. Of course, it's going to be different, you know. I left my GPS receiver at school, so I wasn't exactly able to do that, but when it comes to like actually storm chasing, I won't be in much of a rush, because right now I kind of want to get to the school as fast as possible, just so I can get everything set up. But when I'm actually storm chasing, it's gonna feel refreshing after the storm chase, so that should be fun, at least, you know. But I don't know where I'm gonna put the GPS. Like, there are 50 million things in my car right now. So, yeah. And of course, my extension cord for, you know, like my USB-A stuff. Of course, that, I don't think I lost it, but it has to be somewhere. It might honestly still be at home, but it doesn't really matter. Like, I swear I put it in my backpack. But yes, I don't know where else it would have gone, you know. But hopefully the video feed is good for you guys. It's starting to get a little blurred. Once we get like to storms and stuff later in like April and May, it should get a little better in terms of the video feed. But it looks like I'm recording on a potato, and that's kind of true, honestly. But 42 miles until St. Cloud, and I think we're actually almost maybe 30 minutes away. Because most of the commute, surprisingly, is almost in Twin Cities. Because then I spend around 20 to 30 minutes on the Wisconsin side, and then maybe upwards to maybe 45 minutes in the Twin Cities. Maybe not that. But it kind of doesn't make sense. But when you look at like the speed limits and stuff, it starts to make sense. But everyone's going a steady 75, so it's awesome. I can't wait for the first storm chase. I'm betting on April 15th just because it's in the middle of April. However, will I be going storm chasing that day? Maybe not. Maybe March, honestly. I think March might have something. Might have something this week. Because the Climate Prediction Center was leaning towards a potential, potentially above average, which would be great. That would be awesome. Above average temperature, by the way, and above average precipitation, actually. So, that would be awesome, if that's true. I don't know. We'll have to take it slow and steady, so. But I'm pretty sure the storm audio should be recording right about now. Yeah, we are slightly hitting the red, but it's not too bad. I don't think it's too bad, guys, is it? Yeah, I don't know. We're just going to St. Cloud, Minnesota. But it's actually kind of cool because I actually have some feeds. I don't know if this is going to glitch it out completely. We have this one. We have tornado watch. We have tornado warning, and then we got like thunderstorm watch and thunderstorm warning. So then you can see if like your Wi-Fi, is, or if the video is lagging. So that's one of the cool things I found. But I just do not like how it spells out the whole Minnesota name. I think everyone knows that MN is Minnesota, or at past first grade, you should know that. So, not entirely sure why it was not an option for that. Because I'm literally sharing my data with them. And they're like, hey, restrictions. So it's still 7 degrees though. And I feel like someone's probably going to click on this like, ooh, storm chasing. And then it's going to be 7 degrees. I don't think no storm's going to happen right now. So I think a lot of people, or what I was thinking of, because you see like all these people like random doing like winter storm chases. I might do that whenever I'm like home. I think it's a little too late in the season. I mean, there might be another winter storm. I mean, we had a surprise one a couple of days ago that I completely, missed. I think a lot of people didn't see that coming. I mean, if you look throughout the day, you can see like the models are starting to move towards more of like an active, a lot more snow for like central Minnesota and parts of the South Metro. I think as the day went on, you could definitely see that, but just a couple of days out, I think it was pretty much not possible, but a lot of people didn't see it coming. Like my favorite meteorologist, John Ziegler, from Care 11, he actually, he acknowledged that he didn't see it coming. Because it was deformation zones. Basically, it's converging air. There's a little bit more to do with it, but for like a lot of people, for the general public, that's kind of how you explain it, where you have converging winds. The wind can't go down, so it goes up, and then you have rising air. Rising air, also known as evaporation, usually causes precipitation to fall, and then you get a lot more. So converging winds is part of it, but it's not the whole thing. So when I was explaining it in one of my videos a couple of days ago, that part may have confused some people. But yeah, you can see it, the white semi in front of us is like part of the sky right now. That's how potato my camera is. But when we're in like storm systems, this is literally just, a very basic camera. Of course, I'll have like my own camera where I'll be live streaming. Or not live streaming, but I'll be. I could honestly connect it to the camera if we like have to stay inside. If I have to stay inside my car because it's raining so hard, or it's like hailing a bunch, which I hope it's not hailing, but if it's raining a lot, then I'll probably not be able to like go outside and record on my own, so I might have to like stick inside. And that's probably when I might like honestly connect the video feed to my computer, and then you guys can see a much higher definition video of the storm and stuff. I keep saying the storm, but I think this year my goal is to see 3 tornadoes. Last year was interesting. It was actually a really good storm chasing season. It was a very good start to it, at least in real life, because I've done it in video games and stuff, which may sound a little weird, but yeah, I've started storm chasing on video games, and that's kind of how I learned. I think we're going to start to see that more, where people learn storm chasing through video games. Of course, I watch like videos and stuff, like Convective Chronicles and stuff. I watch him and stuff, but apart from that, it's basically just, doing that, because I storm chased on video games, like, probably, how many, hundreds of times, so, I have, like, it doesn't really teach you, like, how to forecast a storm, like, how to forecast it, like, a couple of days out, but it does teach you about, like, the actual, like, storm chasing and stuff. But no, basically, the target location that currently says, like, St. Cloud, Minnesota right now, basically, I can change that to tornado watch warning, and then I can also change that to severe thunderstorm watch or warning. And then I might also do some flood chasing, which is, if you remember a couple of years ago, I think it was like 2023, I believe. Oh, the temperature's dropped to 6 degrees. Oh no. The Arctic cold blast is here. We just dropped dropped from 7 to 6 degrees. But no. So I think it was in 2023 or maybe 2024 where there was a dam failure in southwestern Minnesota. I think it was the Minnesota River. I'm not entirely sure. It might have been like a smaller river. Basically, sorry, am I training something? Or is it just, I'm just trying to listen, because is that my... I don't think it is, because my RPMs are the same. It sounds like something's like dragging on the ground. Whereas it doesn't sound like that, but anyways, getting back to the point, because now it's gone. I think it's just, basically what I was getting to was in the summer of 2023 or 2024, I think there was like a dam failure. I don't know if it was 2022. I think it was 2023 and 2024. But basically there was a dam failure, and I think like Brandon Coppin was reporting on it, probably because there was like a severe weather set up like the day before, or there's the day after it, or maybe he was just driving down there. But there's a significant flooding threat there in southwestern Minnesota. So those are the scenarios that I might chase, where there's like a flooding threat, or there's like a wildfire threat, which usually doesn't happen. Or, you know, when I say wildfire threat, I mean like a significant forest thing, like what we saw in the south, where there was like a red flag warning, and there's whole towns that were on fire and stuff. I think, at least from radar, it looked like there's quite a few towns that were just completely in flames. But yeah, that was just crazy. Oh, what is snow? Now I can't. Oh. Left lane closed. What is this? I hope you guys can see this. Kind of cool, honestly. I thought they were bringing up like the salt trucks. I'm like, what? That's kind of cool. Okay, well, that's some entertainment, I guess. All right, that's some interesting. That's kind of interesting. I don't know why they said left lane closed. I was like, are they literally going to block 3 lanes? That's what I was thinking, because I've never had that happen before, where they would block, because, you know, I'm from rural Wisconsin, so they barely, you know, plow the roads anyways. But I thought they were going to block all 3 lanes of traffic, and I was like, what the heck? I don't think there's snow on the count. I mean, there is snow possible tomorrow, but that's mostly for the, at least maybe the northern half of Minnesota. Definitely the northern third. That's really, they were traveling significantly slower. Like, I didn't know what to do there, so I just stuck behind one of them, because I was like, maybe they 50 billion wires right now all around my car. Like, there's literally 50 billion wires. Like, I have my Chromebook charger, or not my Chromebook charger, my Windows 10 charger, or my computer charger. I have my potato camera, which will probably be used storm chasing. Just because, I mean, I can't use my phone because my phone's charging. And plus, I would just, you know, I could possibly use my phone, but it's just, you know, it would probably be equally as shaky. Plus, it's not like, I don't know. I think the main problem with this camera is probably just the exposure. Like, it can only go up so far and stuff. So, but I also don't want to turn on auto exposure because I feel like it glitches out. But hey, for, like, you know, for a camera, it's not bad. But I think what we'll do is once I get into St. Cloud, which should be just a little bit here. Never mind, right? I think we're actually... Oh, we're not too far away. We're not too far. And that's another thing that I like, is that I can use my navigation. Are we still on Monte 7? I think we are. Whatever. But literally, so what I'm going to do after this recording is to see if everything, like, is working fine. For example, I'm going to be looking at, like, are all the... First of all, is there any way that I can get the acronym of the state instead of, like, the actual full name? Because I think a lot of people know what MN is, especially when it's next to a town name. But, yeah. And thanks to... Is it Connor? I think Connor Croft kind of or I kind of got inspiration off of Connor Croft's overlay. Of course, I think he has the radar, like on the thing. But I like this because it kind of looks clean, you know? You got the bottom there, and then the radar is completely by itself. I kind of like that, you know? Like, I spent quite a few, like, if you look at my previous thing, my previous layout looked pretty ugly. First of all, it was a blue outline. I think this one does a good job because the background is, you know, darker. So, like, for each piece of info, the background is darker. So for you know, live location, it's a lighter color than, like, what direction and what the temperature is. Because I don't think those should be. I think those should be kind of the same color background. And then, of course, the target location is a different color, and then the date and time is a different color. So it kind of just, you know, it's darker colors. I don't think we should have, like, hot pink for a background. That's one of the things, you know, I took, not computer applications. What was it? I don't know what it was. It wasn't computer applications. It was, I don't know what it was. It was like, basically you would learn how to, like, graphic designing, you know, and that's kind of where I figured out, like, my passion for graphic designing. So I do a lot of that. If you tune into, like, my Instagram or Snapchat, I post, like, daily weather reports, technically daily, they're daily weather forecasts for the Twin Cities metropolitan area. I post those daily to there, and then I also do daily, like, shorts and stuff. Those are only posted on Instagram and Snapchat. I don't want to flood people's stories with those, unless they really want to see them. But they can follow my Instagram for that, or even YouTube. YouTube is where I post my long term. Of course, that's where I'm live streaming right now. And we're still in Monticello. Did it just stop? Right. So because I am using my live location. Because I'm using my live location, I was just testing to see if my phone was still working. Because I'm using my live location, basically it drains my battery, but the battery degrade outweigh will the battery get lower as much as it does charge, you know? So am I actually losing battery over time rather than actually gaining it? Because these live location services, they do use a lot of battery. So yeah. But that's basically one of the things I wanted to focus on. And then of course today I just had a YouTube short to upload. I'm probably going to do that once I get home. But I do have Rexy right right beside me, so it's so weird. You probably won't like. So basically, I'm planning on live streaming this Friday morning too. So literally so I have 3 full days. I'm spending tonight, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and Thursday night. So literally 4 nights. Not 5 nights. That would be kind of cool. 5 nights at Freddy's. So focus on the money. Thanks. But I'm not continuously looking at the camera, by the way. Like, I'm not looking at the video feed. Of course, when I'm storm chasing, I'm not going to be on like a major freeway. I'm actually going to be on a 2-lane road, which is going to be a little more sketchier. Looking at radar and stuff. But last year, basically, it was kind of like this, where it was just trying to get it. What am I trying to say? Basically, last year, first storm chase of the season, went really well. That's kind of how I feel familiar with all of this. I think this is Clearwater. Okay, so it is updated. So, I do need to, when I go back home this weekend, or maybe even, probably most likely Friday, I'll have to see if I can do this. And then also, like, I feel like my gas mileage is 19.9 on average. Like, right now, the instantaneous one is like 21.4. So maybe it is expensive. I'll stop at the next rest stop. See if I can. Because I think there's actually, one right here. Which I think I actually stopped at before. See if everything's working. So we're going to stop right here. See if I still have my exhaust. Because apparently that white, minivan is... So let's see if we still have it. It doesn't sound like it's dragging, honestly. I'm just going to check on it real quick. See if it's still... giving myself a little bit longer. Okay, we're gonna stop right here. See if I stop this no pets allowed at this point. Oh, pet accessory. That's not bad. Okay. Wait, let me change the. Can I change it so it's not like properties? Can I change it where it's this? Hey guys! Wait. How does it look? Ooh, that actually looks nice. So, hey guys, I forgot my shaver at school, at college. So so I'm basically growing out my beard for a couple of days. But let's get back on the road here. Configure video. Maybe I'll actually, for the next part of this, I'll actually do this. Where it's... Why is it doing that, though? I don't get that. There we go. Like... Or is it apply? Do I have to click apply? Maybe I do have to click apply. That might be better. Or maybe it's because it's just, it can't do it. I can't do it! There we go. Okay. Should be good now. So right now. Is it that? Oh, it's my actual button. Okay. Let's go! So I love how my computer camera is a higher quality than my actual. Oh, we are not going to be rejoining that fast. No. Try to get as fast as possible. Come on. Go, go, go! I'll let him know. Perfect. I was like, I am not going off the road today, buddy. One of the other things is my gas mileage just seems to be... Is it half a tank I'm using every time? But my exhaust is not falling off, so that's pretty good. But no, I left my shower caddy, which sounds very zesty, but I forgot it at college. It has like my deodorant, my toothbrush, my Invisalign. But luckily for the Invisalign part, I did have a backup set that I did not throw away. So basically it's like a step down from what I already had. So not much of a difference, I guess. I don't get it, but I feel like I did. Oh, maybe I did use half a tank every time I go to St. Cloud, which is just, oh my gosh. Whatever. So maybe I do use half a tank. Yes, I do, because I was getting confused with like me traveling from Hudson and stuff. Like whenever I travel to Hudson, I like lose like a quarter of a tank of gas. That's what I'm getting confused by, because I'm not like, that does not make sense that I only lose a quarter of a tank when I go from my like Baldwin to Hudson, Wisconsin, and then I lose that same amount when I go from my town, Baldwin, to St. Cloud. That doesn't make sense. So I was getting that confused. But anyways, yeah, I left my complete shower caddy at school. So yeah, and I didn't realize that until I got to probably just 10 miles away from my house. So, and it is now 5 degrees. So we actually are decreasing. I was like, no way are we getting warmer, but and that's the one thing that I don't really like about my forecast is that, or my daily forecast, like the image one, not the video kind. The one thing I don't like is that weather is like, weather can be isolated sometimes. So even though the Twin Cities is supposed to see, like, for example, like 1 to 2 feet of snow, but a little farther north, maybe in like Brainerd, they're only supposed to maybe see an inch. That's why I don't report like snowfall totals in my report, because first of all, it's highly variable, and a lot of people, they view my weather reports from all across the metropolitan area, mostly in St. Clair County, but basically that's just one of the things I don't like. So I'm very simplistic with it. The only value that I have, or the only valuable that can change, is everything basically, but it's like, if you live in the Twin Cities metropolitan area, you're probably within maybe 50 to 100 miles within the cities, which may sound like a lot, but if you put it in context, like, the relative forecast is probably going to be off by maybe a degree or two, and that's really it. So, yeah. So that's pretty much a ramble, but in terms of this week's temperatures, yeah, they should be probably around, I think, highs in the 20s today. And if I remember right, I think Wednesday will be below freezing in terms of highs, but I think Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday will both be above freezing. Maybe even 20s and 30s, which I almost just missed my hands on. Shit. Go, Johnny, go. I love how it has St. Cloud and then an arrow. That's funny. Yeah, I forgot what St. Cloud was. That might be my package back there. Because I ordered like a PS5 case. That honestly might be my package. If they pull off here, that's probably it. I forgot if it was UPS or FedEx. It might have been FedEx, I don't know. But if they pull off here, that's probably my package. Maybe. But I feel like it would be in a larger truck. Why are we... Oh my gosh. Why are we stopping like on the exit ramp? That's crazy. We weren't. Oh, is it? Oh my gosh, it might actually be my package behind this. Because I am waiting on that package. I am excited to see. I forgot what time I go to work today, though. I think I worked 4 hours today. So let's see. And that's another thing that's going to be like interesting to see if I can actually like get off work. I've never had a problem. Usually I'm able to like just shoot out of the barrel. This, oh, never mind. Just turn it right there. Usually I'm like able to like go full speed through. I don't think he meant to turn it. Oh, never mind. There's a McDonald's there. He probably did too. Okay, yeah. Like, look at this. It looks like I'm right up his. The Ford Explorer in front. It looks like I'm like right behind him, but no. So I'm actually gonna end the stream pretty soon here. I think it was a very successful storm. Why am I turning left there? I think it was a very successful like first stream. Of course, the camera quality is not that great, and I kind of expected that going into there because first of all, the camera that I was supposed to get is just not, like, I emailed them about it, and yeah, so I'm probably going to end the stream right there. Hopefully the stream is still going on, but yeah, we are officially not in Clearwater anymore. We're actually in St. Cloud. I don't know why I said St. Cloud, but yeah, we're officially at our target location. So usually when I get to my target location, I don't end the stream. But yeah, so I think that will end it. There we go, St. Cloud, Minnesota. So yeah, it updates every minute or so, so it might be a little off, but whatever. So there are some improvements I'm going to be doing probably on Friday. This was just to get like a general idea, and honestly, it worked pretty well here. The the audio might be a little high, I guess you can say. But I don't want it to be too quiet to the point, because whenever I'm on the freeway, like, the freeway is going to outpace that. So it's just going to be doing that. And then also GPS, like the Radar Omega app. Hopefully I'll be able to get some sort of GPS going with that. That might be something to work on in terms of probably more Friday afternoon, honestly, when I get back home. Not actually in the stream, but I don't know. I mean, there's no storms going on right now, so it's not much of an issue. I think I'm going to end off the stream there. So I know no one's probably watching this, but hey, it was just a good, test stream to see everything's working. So I'll have to look back at this video and just see how everything turned out, I guess. But yeah, I think we used probably a tank and a gas, or maybe a quarter and a half of gas, maybe. Because we officially used 130, but I had to travel. So I think that's going to end it there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys most likely Friday in terms of the next live stream. But I will have a YouTube short out today, and then maybe one out tomorrow, depending on how everything looks in terms of Thursday. But see you guys later. See you guys. Stay warm, too.